So my name is Elizabeth, and I want to say welcome to my YouTube channel, Be the Light Wellness. I am a Divine Feminine Reiki Master and Spiritual Life Coach, Akashic Record Reader, and Channeler. And I am here as a soul mission to help others with emotional healing, to help you alchemize your lower vibrational emotions, to transform them into your greatest power. And the reason that Divine Feminine Reiki really helps with this kind of stuff is because when we have lower vibrational emotions stuck in our energy field, it can bring down our vibration and it can actually attract adverse situations into our lives. And if we can heal those parts of us that creates our shadows, that projects out into our reality, we can change those things into, confidence or, unconditional love, like things that are really going to be beneficial for you and your highest and best good for your life. So Divine Feminine Reiki really works on inner child healing, shadow work, and emotional healing to help clear blockages and stagnant energy in your energy field. So today I'm going to talk to you guys about some very interesting emotions and share with you my own personal journey with these emotions. A lot of women don't like to talk about feelings of revenge, jealousy, hatred, fear, anger, the list goes on. But I want to talk about this and to actually go through some things with you that will help you alchemize those very real and necessary emotions to help you step forward with confidence and understanding your karmic lessons so that you don't have to keep doing this over and over again. My personal journey with feelings of anger, hatred, revenge, and jealousy. I had a friend a year ago during one of my training classes to become very upset and actually begin yelling at me in class. Needless to say, it was very hurtful to me, disruptive to the class, and it actually ended our friendship. And this person was wanting to become a healer, and they had beautiful talent and was going to be wonderful at this. But they were kind of getting in their own way and saying that I was the one that was keeping them from pursuing this goal, even though I was the one that was trying to help them by training them and sharing my knowledge with them. And this is really common for a lot of women, as we want to engage in that sisterhood, right? We want to have the business, have the friends, have the love and the family and all the things, right? And then what happens as society has kind of taught other women to peg each other against each other is that we have become very competitive, and that is a breeding ground for jealousy between women. And so I love Divine Feminine Reiki because it is here to help neutralize those feelings and help us to see the wonderful potential that we have in each other and to help lift each other up. So needless to say, for me on my end, I had to set a boundary with this person. And because this person felt like, and even said to me that, she said, I hurt you for your own good. And I thought for a second, why in the world would somebody who claimed to be my sister and my friend want to hurt me and then feel like she had the authority to do it for my own supposed good? There were some lessons there for her, but the lesson there for me was that this is not the kind of friend that I wanted. And it can be really hard for us when we have been hurt, we're in an emotionally charged situation, we're not really emotionally regulated, to figure out what boundaries do we need? To figure out what boundaries that we need and actually act upon them in a way that is kind and compassionate, but also firm and saying, this is what I need, and unfortunately I have to walk away from a situation and a person even though we care very much about them. And so where do feelings of hatred and revenge and jealousy come in? I like to think of emotions as complex and having many layers. we're human, having a human experience, even though we have spirits and emotions and souls, right? But we need to step into the complexity of ourselves and our emotions to help us fully understand and integrate these lessons. Meaning, we have to acknowledge how, for me in that situation, I had to acknowledge first that I was hurt. And underneath, and on top of that hurt was sadness that this had ended. And then I had to move through anger that was on top of this sadness because a boundary had been crossed. And then I had to move through and understand on top of that, moving forward, that I was afraid that it would happen to me again. And some of the underlying things around that too was that in that pain, feelings of hatred and revenge came up. And that is a very normal response and reaction that we have to people that hurt us and actually intended to hurt us. And I know for me personally that the reason that I had feelings of revenge coming up is because I did not want my pain that I had felt with this person, from this person, to go unnoticed, to be in vain. I was hoping that, she would see how she hurt me and correct her actions. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. And for many of us, you may have had situations too where somebody's not remorseful for what they did. Sorry for the change of scenery, but they're doing lawn work outside. So what I want you to understand about revenge is that revenge is an emotion where, if you think about it, the reason that we would even seek revenge on someone is because we obviously want them to understand just how much they hurt us. We are trying to get them to see how much they hurt us. And that is actually kind of a codependent wound there, because deep down we're saying, okay, I am responsible for you to see how you've hurt me. And we have to understand as empaths that we are not responsible for somebody else's realizations. We're not responsible for somebody else's understandings of what they've done. That's up to them to learn. But what we can work on is us. We are responsible for us. And we can do that by understanding the lessons that we were supposed to learn in the situation, understanding what we value now out of the situation. What are our values as far as if you're dealing with a hurtful friend, or like I was, like, okay, if I have a friend that hurt me and even felt like they could take it upon themselves to hurt me for one reason or another, now what do I value in friendships? What kind of characteristics do I want in a friend? And then working through our emotions. And to integrate these emotions does not mean that we allow it to drive us and that we act upon those things. No. It means simply that we acknowledge and totally and completely accept ourselves for having that feeling, for having that thought. How do we move through limiting beliefs, emotions, and come out on the other side understanding what lessons we're supposed to learn and how do we move forward in confidence? As a spiritual life coach and Divine Feminine Reiki healer, I like to use a combination of different things. So here today, we're gonna actually do this together. I'm gonna send you a full minute of Reiki, and you may notice that I'm gonna be working some on your feet chakras, because situations like this, first and foremost, cause an ungrounding and an unbalance within us. Then we're gonna do some emotional freedom tapping. If you've never heard of emotional freedom tapping, that is where we're going to tap on certain acupressure points throughout the body to help us reset our nervous system and actually address, and it kind of bypasses the logical mind, because maybe you understand why the feelings are there, but it can be difficult to understand why they are there too. But just fully accepting ourselves, saying affirmations as we tap through acupressure points. And the reason that I want to open your feet chakras before we do the emotional freedom tapping is that you may notice how you may start to feel energy moving down your body, and it's going to drain out your feet. So we're going to do that together. So I want you to find a place where you can sit still, take a few moments to meditate. Just take a couple of breaths, breathing in together through the nose and out through the mouth. Just relax different parts of your body. Breathing in again and exhaling out the mouth. One more time. Beautiful. So I want to take just a few moments to send Reiki to you and actually open your feet chakras. And to receive this Reiki energy, all you have to do is just breathe and say, I accept the Reiki healing energy that is being sent to me at this time. Let's begin. So first I want you to know that I am sending Reiki to your heart. Just allowing yourself to be receptive as we move through these challenging emotions. Just clearing your energetic space. Beautiful. Just breathe. And just notice your sit bone wherever you're seated. Just feel your energy grounding down into the earth. And now I'm going to take a moment to open your feet chakras. Now you may notice tingling, especially in the feet or down the legs, and that's totally normal. And so I want you to focus on a situation where somebody has hurt you or has shown that they are jealous of you or has tried to hurt you or has hurt your feelings. Maybe they've betrayed you. Just take a moment. We're just observing. And I want you to acknowledge for just a moment any feelings and emotions that you have from that situation that maybe you're still holding on to. Beautiful. Just knowing that these emotions serve a purpose. That it's normal to have those emotions and thoughts. But what we want to focus on is not staying there, not holding on to things that no longer serve us. And holding on to anger for long periods of time is to our detriment. Holding on to fear keeps us from moving forward. Beautiful. So just take another breath. And exhale. Beautiful. So now we're going to start doing our emotional freedom tapping. And we're going to repeat affirmations as we tap along different pressure points. So I'll say the phrase, continue to tap along with me, and you repeat the phrase, particularly out loud is best. But if you can't, you can do it to yourself. Let's begin side of the hand. I totally and completely accept myself, even though I'm still angry with this person. Other hand. I totally and completely accept myself, even though I am still angry with this person. Top of the head. I do not want to let go of this anger because I do not want to condone their actions. I I do not want to let go of this anger because I do not want to condone their actions. Around the eyes. But I am choosing to let go in this moment. I am choosing to let go in this moment. Under the nose. I totally and completely accept myself, even though I am letting go of this anger. The chin. I totally and completely accept myself, even though I am choosing to let go of this sadness. Collarbones. I totally and completely accept myself, even though I am hurt. I want you to take a moment just to rub the chest, small circles. I totally and completely accept myself, even though I am hurt. Bottom of the rib cage. I totally and completely accept myself, even though I am hurt. I totally and completely accept myself, even though I am hurt. Side of the thumb. In this moment, I am choosing to let go of revenge, hatred, and shame. In this moment, I am choosing to let go of revenge, hatred, and shame. Side of the next finger. Because I know that doing so is for my benefit. Because I know that doing so is for my benefit. Side of the next finger. That my pain was not in vain because I understand the lessons in this situation. That I know that my pain is not in vain because I have understood the lessons of this situation. Under the nose. I have the power and authority to forgive those who are not remorseful. I have the power and authority to forgive those who are not remorseful. Top of the chin. Because I understand the lessons of what I am learning in this situation. Because I understand the lessons of what I'm learning in this situation. Around the eyes. I am choosing to let go of the heavy emotions and to carry with me the lessons. I am choosing to let go of the heavy emotions and take with me the lessons. Top of the head. I now understand what I value about friendships. I now understand what I value about friendships. Collarbone. I now understand what kind of people I want around me. I now understand what kind of people I want around me. Beautiful. Take a breath in. Exhale. You can bring your hands down. Breathe it out. And I want you to notice those feelings now. Where are they on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 being the worst, and 1 or 0 being that you don't feel it at all. And it's okay if it feels like there's still some there, or if it's just a little bit less than what it was. So as you breathe, I want you just to, again, receive the Reiki energy that's being sent to you. Again, focusing on your heart. And I'm also sending Reiki to your sacral chakra. The sacral chakra is where we hold our emotions, wounds, And just clearing your energy field. Just feel that. Just request that that energy just run down your feet. Coming out of your feet, going into the earth, leaving your body. You're doing so good. I'm so proud of you. This is really hard stuff, but you did it. And you can come back to this video anytime that you need to continue. But breathe in again and exhale out. Beautiful. So I'm just going to close your feet chakras, bringing some balance back. And you can open your eyes whenever you feel ready. I really hope that sharing my own story about a dynamic between me and a person can help you understand that you're not the only person that deals with jealousy from other people or being hurt by other people, and knowing that the feelings that you have around that situation are completely normal. And it really is a service to you to acknowledge that, to work through those emotions in some very simple ways, like we just did, through Reiki and emotional freedom tapping. And if you have any more questions, don't be afraid to reach out. I've got my link down in the description below, and I really hope that this helped you. Drop a comment below to let me know if this helped you and what else you'd like to see from me.